Hello guys, gals, and Frankfurt the First. For this video, I figured I would address some frequently asked questions. In particular, questions about art that I trace in my videos, which are always my old art, such as the Fluttershy in one of my videos. That is my art from maybe 2011 or 2012. But I would not trace another artist's art because, well, I've gone through my period of art theft in the past when I was maybe 10 years old, and that was not a good time. However, I also feel much more satisfied with my own art when it's not traced from others' art, even though I was never really in that habit. I just feel much happier when I create something on my own, as an artist usually should be, and that's why I don't do things like use bases. I was never really in the habit of that either, but I did have friends who were before. But just to clear things up, if you see me trace art within my videos, it's just about always my old art, which is usually several years to maybe even like 8 to 9 years old. That would be why it doesn't look a lot like my current art. Now, for other questions I get asked, I have been asked if I take requests for art, which I do not do, but I do take commissions, which I may make a video on explaining my prices and such. I may also go on to explain how I made my commission website, which is just myname.com. Specifically Tirza.com. But I'm unfortunately not open to art trades or requests. I used to be into art trades, but I was kind of screwed over too many times to count, where someone would ask me for an art trade and I would accept it, and then I would send them my half, which was a mistake. You should usually wait for the half of the person who proposed the art trade. But after I did that, they would usually, never give me their half. There was an instance in which I would check up on someone who owed me their half, and this lasted for maybe 4 years. And I wasn't being annoying about it. I was asking them about it very gently, maybe once every 6 months or so. And they would always give me these excuses after excuses. And the thing is, they were also drawing for other people at the time. They would be drawing free requests for other people, and I would be like, hello? What are you doing? You kind of owe art. What's going on? And so eventually I gave up on that many years ago. Other questions may be about the things I use to record, which involve a Yeti Nano, which is my microphone. I use Wondershare Filmora 9 for video editing, but I don't do too much editing because I'm not very skilled in that. I'll use Paint Tool Sci version 2 for my art. I use Clip Studio Paint for my painted art. I use OBS to record my videos, which goes very well. It was much better than my experience with XSplit, in which it made my computer lag a lot. I use Audacity to record my audio. I also use Audacity to edit my audio, which is including and not always limited to removal of noise, adding music, and things like that. I have also been asked about my Discord, which is open. I just need to get a private message somewhere like Twitter or DeviantArt, and I will give you an invite link to it. The main requirement is that you be 13 years or older, as per Discord's rules. For the music in my videos, I either make it myself, or I use YouTube's library and use music that is free for commercial use, aka I can use it with monetization turned on. However, I only recently started using YouTube's audio library because I do like a lot of the music it has, actually. Some of them would be bangers, if you will. On another note, characters in videos that I draw usually belong to myself unless specified otherwise within the description. If there is no mention about who the character is, you can always ask me on Twitter or DeviantArt, and I will answer you, but if there's no specification, there's a very high chance that the character is mine. There may be few exceptions for maybe fan art or something if I were to draw a character from a popular franchise. I guess I will give some more information about myself in this video, just so people aren't so confused about anything or whatever. My name is Tirza, but I go by T. I much prefer T unless it's offline, or unless you know me personally, because it gets a little formal and awkward. I am a digital artist from Central Florida. I was born here, I live here, and I hate the weather. I'm melting on a daily basis. I am 22 years old currently, at the time of recording this. It may be published after I turn 23, which would be in December. And I currently go to college. By 2020, I should be finishing up with enough credits to get my AA. But until then, I am working very slowly but very surely towards getting it. I have a girlfriend who I occasionally mention in my videos, whose name is Bailey and who lives with me. I own several cats that I will also talk about on occasion. I own no real guns. I own several Nerf guns, and when I say I mean my girlfriend. I am primarily a digital artist or illustrator, but I do also enjoy creating music. I enjoy writing characters. I enjoy voice acting when I can. I put all of my character information that I currently come up with on my Toy House account, which would be my name, Tirza. For writing, I also put that on my Toy House, which you can find under the Literature tab. And for music, I have a SoundCloud, which I rarely use, but I still do occasionally put my music up on it. I've been trying to do so more recently. And for my art, I mainly post it to Twitter and DeviantArt, and I have recently stopped using Instagram because of several reasons, the biggest reason being that I always forget to post to it. And that I see no purpose in posting to it because I don't really get commissions on it. My feedback was also dwindling, and I don't check it in the first place, but I notice it, and it just makes me think, so if I'm not gonna get anywhere on this app, I may as well not use it and just stick to the apps that I do well enough on. And due to that, I stick to Twitter and DeviantArt for my artwork because those I get commissions on. I also post to Patreon, but that's behind a paywall, as you may know. I also do not read comments on my social media simply due to anxiety, which I have been working on, and due to this same anxiety, I will also take ages to respond to certain messages on occasion. I just avoid everything for several reasons, one of them being that anxiety. Another reason being that I'm just an avoidant person in general. So if there's ever anything you really need to ask me about or talk to me about, which would not involve drama, I'm not interested in hearing about drama. If it's genuine questions such as, can I commission you or something? Yeah, you can definitely contact me privately via DeviantArt or Twitter, or even Gmail if you want to use that. But otherwise, unless it's a reply on Twitter, there's a very high chance that I won't see it, unfortunately. Due to this, I was disabling comments everywhere because I didn't want people to waste their time on me. But in the end, I figured that's a little too much effort and people are gonna find a way to comment anyway or say something, so I may as well let them. But I don't really check the comments, so I'm so sorry if you have a question that you need to ask me and you asked via that I didn't get back to. I just avoid it all. However, if you do have an account on DeviantArt or Twitter, I am open for questions if they are non-offensive or just regular questions. For character questions and other things like that, you can also ask me on Twitter or DeviantArt, but there's also Toy House, which I will link in the description of this video. Otherwise, I think that would be all I have to really answer or address for this video. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to those who made it this far. I will see you guys soon, and goodbye.